The stress of day trading can be overwhelming from time to time. I know that, okay? It's nothing new. A lot of people experience it, and it doesn't matter what particular markets you actually trade. I particularly trade the future markets, like most of you out there who are probably watching this video, but it doesn't matter if you're a Forex trader or even an options trader. Trading as a whole is not easy each and every day, okay? And with a show of hands, just leave me a comment down below and let me know, have you been down this path to where you feel like, okay, things are getting more clear, you find yourself, on or selling on a course to where you are profiting day to day, and then all of a sudden you start taking a bunch of losses, okay? More losses than you did, the week before or the week prior. Not every day is going to be a good day, but the thing that all traders need to understand and put down in their trading plan is proper risk management. You have to be able to understand where to and how quickly to get out of a trade to preserve your actual capital. Now, a lot of people feel as if they need to take a break from time to time. If that's you, show of hands, raise a hand, leave an emoji down below, down in the comment section, let me know, because we do. Whether it's taking a short vacation or a long vacation, some of you have taken, just months away from the markets to kind of get your mind back intact and to clear that mental space upstairs, in which, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. A lot of you are trading part-time and work full-time jobs, and you've given trading a chance, and you just can't shake it. Right. It's just one of those things that you really, you've got that mindset to where, if someone else can do it, I can do it just as well. I just need to figure out what they're seeing, what they're doing, so I can be on that course, of that path to becoming profitable. Because maybe you have a goal stepping away from your full-time job and making this your full-time job, right? If someone asks me, a lot of people always ask me this too. I get it almost on a daily basis. Can you trade full-time and be profitable and make money from doing this to where you can pay your bills and live? Doing this? Yes, you can definitely do so. It's no different than any other business out there. And this business can be extremely difficult and hard at times for a lot of individuals. Again, like I mentioned, my first 2 years, I struggled with trading as a whole because I did not completely understand market structure. A lot of people think that just having a strategy, that is the holy grail to say that it's all you need to be able to make money. No, it's not. I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort put into this, doing back testing and forward testing, doing your homework. I mean, it's like going back to school and spending years. Some people can grasp it a little bit quicker, just depending, maybe you have a mentor that, that can, show you the ropes. But for all those, most people are trying to educate themselves, on their own. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of tools and plenty of information on the internet, but it's just a matter of where to turn to, right? And that's why I created this channel, to really kind of curve the time frame in which it could take someone to really learn how to trade the correct way. The strategy and how I trade, I really go into so much detail here on the channel, especially if you're like an elite or an ultra elite member, which I'll touch on towards the end of the video. But that's where the cornerstone, really the most important and valuable information surrounding the strategy and how I trade, is covered. Okay, I really go into great detail with that, with a lot of private video content for those that may be interested. Okay, the strategy is very simple. It's not complex. It's trading supply and demand, but I have my own twist on it, and I trade from range-based charts. Now, what I want to talk about today is really how can you go about clearing your psyche, your mindset, having a shift from getting yourself out of that rut from where you're struggling, and and then you taking time off or take a break to get back on track. Cleaning and the mental, or having a mental detox. Like a lot of people talk about detoxing their bodies from certain bacteria or chemicals or things they may have eaten over a period of time. They just want to have like a gut cleansing, for example. Here today, I'm talking about having a mental detox, to where we're basically resetting our mindset so that we can actually get back on task and track of coming back to tackle the charts again, but with a renewed perspective of how to go about doing it. All right. So these tips that I want to give you today are very powerful and very simple in the same sense. I mean, a lot of you already know this stuff, but it helps strengthen the mindset so that you can pursue that career, pursue that path of wanting to become great at trading. So Number one thing you can really do each and every day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or even the evening, some of you may do it multiple times a day, multiple times a week, is really exercising. Making a routine out of on a daily basis, whether you're practicing, upper body, lower body, doing cardio, whatever it is, just taking your time away from the charts and get your mind and your body in shape in a sense, because they kind of work together in sync. So that helps relieve stress just as well. That's the purpose of exercising. And it could be as simply as going to play a routine game of basketball at some point in the day, or maybe you have a certain sport that you love to play, soccer, or get out there and run a few laps around the track, whatever it may be. Some people practice yoga, and nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. So it is definitely, rewarding, and it is definitely important to be able to exercise, just not only for the mind but for the body as well, because you need to stay in shape or in health as well, right? So that also helps when it comes with fatigue, sitting in front of the charts for some people hours on end, before we find a great setup. And sitting in front of the charts can be, very daunting at times, to where we need a break to step away. But that's the purpose of being able to have that strength, mind and body, to be able to, have a clear mindset when you get in front of the charts, to know what you're looking at. All right. You have to have that refreshed mind, and be able to breathe. Okay. And understand what we're looking at when we trade each and every day. I mean, a lot of people probably think like, well, I need to exercise just to trade. Yeah. I mean, really, you should set yourself up to have a nice routine, because one, you are exercising for the sake of for physical activity, but it also helps with the mindset. It helps relieve stress levels. Some people use exercise as a means of therapy. All right. As a whole, there are so many people out there that struggle from certain things, whether it may be from some means of mental health issue, to ADHD or ADD, whatever it is. Exercising also helps with that when it comes to hyperactive activity or attention deficit. It helps you, kind of calm yourself down to where you can refocus that energy on what you need to focus in on, and that's looking at the charts. So that's number one tip that I'll really say when it comes to, if you feel like you need to take a break from the charts for a little bit, and I recommend this, maybe even doing it in the morning time before you step into the charts and start glancing at them, and before the session opens up, or sometime throughout the day, maybe in the evening, to where you can kind of, okay, I'm stressed out, I've been sitting in front of these charts for a few hours a day, I took a couple of bad trades. Okay, so have a mindset reset. All right, get yourself back on track. Tomorrow's another day. All right. Number two, what I want to talk about is finding a hobby, something that you really love to do, creating your own mental space. All right. Some people, again, maybe that may be a sport, that may be an art or a craft that you love to do. Some people do have, really beautiful skill levels or gifts that they're actually given, and they don't even use them. So you should really tap into that and create something for yourself, to where you can maybe spend an hour or two a day focusing the energy on that as well. All right. Forgetting about trading for a few hours and then going to do that hobby that you so love to do. That's good. That will help you also relieve stress, but also kind of rewire the brain, because you're getting yourself into an environment which is peaceful, an atmosphere which is peaceful, and that helps calm the body down, the mind down, to where you can start to kind of rethink and have get the juices going inside the mind, to where you can really have a creative outlook of what's really taking place in the markets. All right. And number three, what I want to talk about is, this is very important, is eating healthy. Our eating habits have a lot to do with the way we think. Okay. A lot of people don't believe it, but it truly is. All right. So having a healthy eating habit or diet is extremely important, because, again, it helps keep the body in shape, helps keep the mind in shape, feeding your body the certain vitamins and minerals and nutrients that it needs, the brain needs. A lot of people, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't understand or don't know this, but simply eating nuts like walnuts. They're packed with certain omega-3s, which the body can't produce. Even fish. The mind needs that. Okay. Our body doesn't produce that, but it's what keeps the brain healthy. And that's what we're using most times is our mind. When we're traders, we are using our eyes and our mind to think things through. Okay. We're having to look every second of the day that we're actually on a chart to figure out what is the market actually doing. It takes everything upstairs to for us to be able to make the right decision. If not, we end up falling for traps, and then you take a bad decision. So eating healthy keeps the mind balanced and in check. So I would recommend highly creating yourself a healthy diet to where you're not packing your body with so many saturated fats and unhealthy foods that are heavily processed and chemical based. Okay, really, I'm telling you this for a reason. But a lot of people probably say, well, I don't care. I'm still going to eat the way I want to eat, unhealthy or not. But in time, that's going to take a toll on the body, whether it be your vision starts to come to play to where, your eyesight is not as good. Your mind is not as clear or as sharp because, you have fatty deposits building up around certain parts of the body to where now you start to suffer from ailments or unhealthy conditions. So keeping yourself healthy is very important, even as a trader. Okay, if you think about it, some of the like treat yourself as a professional athlete. They have to practice all these things, exercising. A lot of them are into hobbies outside of the sports they play, like basketball players, football players, soccer players may play some other means of a sport, or they have other hobbies that give them a mental space where they can have a sense of peace outside of what they're paid to do each and every day, or even what they love to do. It's very important. But also the number one thing they do as well is they're eating healthy. That's how practicing and having that habit of eating right and having a certain diet, that's the reason and why they look the way they do, so much in shape when we see them on TV. We have to practice these same approaches when we are trading on a daily basis. Okay, mind, body, it works in sync with one another. Having that environment to where we can get ourselves back into a calm state, which is practicing whatever hobby that you may love and enjoy. Don't stay stressed out in front of the charts all day long. I tell people that all the time. You should only really be trading maybe tops 2 hours a day. If you could do it within 1 hour a day, 1 hour, I talk about, people always ask me what's some of the best time periods to actually trade. Honestly, 10:30 and 11 o'clock that's a great time period. Okay, unless you want to do it pre-market, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. I'm giving you some information right there, good pieces of information right there. But that's all I want to share with you today, guys, about really, how to really go through that stage and of if you feel stressed out or struggling and you're trying to kind of cleanse your mind, all right, going through a mental detox. These are some things that are very powerful, which you should already know, that help you keep you sharp and strengthen the mind as well. We all need a break from time to time. Okay, so if you are someone that's interested, I want to say this before I jump off, in becoming an elite or an ultra elite, because I always have people that ask this all the time, what do you receive? Okay, with the elite supporter tier, okay, I'm going to tell you how you can become or join to become one of these supporters if you choose to. It's very inexpensive. First, let me say this: what do you receive, and what's the price points? Well, you receive the trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, okay, which is a series of link by link videos that are videos on the channel that I pulled away that I feel are and put them, made them part of a series that I feel that they are some of the most important videos to actually watch surrounding how I personally trade and the strategy, and the same strategy which a lot of people that are part of our Discord, and the Discord is free if you want to join. The link is down in the description portion of the video. But it's that information that has helped them become profitable. A lot of them are passing their challenges or valuations through prop firms. A lot of them are trading with their own personal accounts. Some have come, some have gone. It just depends. I don't expect everyone to stick around forever once you've learned something that actually works for you. So you have to find that system that works for you, and that's where the strategy comes in place, in which I, stress and have brought to this channel to share with people so they can understand something simple that works if they put the time and effort in. It's not going to click overnight. You got to put the work in, watch the video content, and that's the purpose and the reason why those who become either an elite or an ultra elite may kind of get themselves at a faster pace, or may curve the edge of time a little bit when it comes to the learning process of, some people say, well, how long will it take me? Each and every person is different. Some people may learn it in 30 days, some 90, some may take them a year. But that's the purpose of the additional video content of sharing with you my trade breakdowns. These are breakdowns of trades where I post my trades on the Discord. They're there each and every day. I go back and break those trades down in detail for the elite members so they can understand my mindset and what I was thinking in reference to structure, price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas, just simply looking at the market as a whole and being able to read it. Okay, that's what it takes to be a great trader. But again, you will see the video playlist and a great detailed video covering market structure, all for $6.99. Okay, that's what I'm talking about if you want to become an elite supporter. Now, if you want to take it one step up and become an ultra elite supporter, you receive everything that I just discussed, plus the live recorded trading sessions where I'm recording myself live as I'm actually trading, and you also receive the market recap video. So again, that tier is $14.99. That's a month, guys. For anyone that's interested, that's pennies on the dollar a day. Just think about it. It's a lot of valuable content. And if it doesn't work for you, what have you? You haven't lost anything but a few dollars. If it doesn't work for you, because I know that for one, I can't guarantee anything for anyone. It's all about what you put into it and what you make of it. Okay, because not every strategy is going to work for every person. Trust me when I say that. I've tried things in the past that didn't work for me. Why? Because it's just the way our minds work. We have to find something that is simple enough for us to be able to, and that's what trading is about. Make it as simple as possible, but something that's simple enough that we can understand and lay our eyes on things fairly quick. Okay, and that's why I created a strategy that is very effective if you put the time in and effort in to really learn it. So again, I can't guarantee anything for anyone, but I will say this: you certainly can come over to the Discord and become a member, and you can ask some of the community members, and they'll tell you, what they possibly learned and how much or how helpful becoming an elite or a ultra elite supporter has definitely helped them out. Again, the link is down in the description portion of the video. If you're interested in joining, it's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Once you click on that, 3 tiers will pop up. Make sure to choose either the Elite or the Ultra Elite tier. When you click on or hover over each one of those tiers, it'll tell you the perks and rewards that you receive for each level. Okay, that's all I have, guys. I appreciate it. If you haven't taken the time to go ahead to subscribe to the channel, please take the time to go ahead and sub by clicking the sub button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking that bell. And last but not least, drop me a like on the video if you found the video to be very informational and some tips and pointers that could possibly help you out, along the way. Take care. See everyone in the next one.